And let's begin our practice. So the first thing I'd like you to do is form fists with your hands and place the fists right in between your knees. This creates a little bit of a space, and when you release your fists, palms down on your thighs, you've created a seated mountain pose. So just try and remember that as you practice. Try and separate your knees just to that space. Everyone's space is different. And be prepared to move and flow in your chair. So settle in whichever way is comfortable for you. Hands are on your thighs, palms facing down. And you could move your back towards the back of the chair if that works for you. You could even pad your chair with an extra blanket, or you can pad the back of the chair. Soften the gaze in your eyes if that's okay and if it's part of your practice. And just begin to settle down. Become aware of the breath, that very natural breath that moves through your body. A very gentle inhale and a gentle exhale. Allow your shoulders to move away from your ears. Even allow them to slide down your back. Engage your belly. Let your chin tuck in slightly and reach your crown towards the sky. This is your seated mountain pose. Very attentive, very much in the present moment. Settling in, grounding yourself to Mother Earth. Always being aware of your surroundings, your space. And most of all, aware of the breath. Your breath is your nurturing force. It's your life force. It's what carries you through all your activities in life. So when you match the movement or the shape to the breath, whatever kind of breath you're using, you're being mindful, you're being diligent, and you're being very active in your pose. A type of breath called the Ujjayi breath. It's the deep ocean sounding breath. It almost sounds like a wave crashing on the ocean shore. It's a very meditative breath, a very hypnotizing breath. And it's often used in your practice, whether it's seated or standing, to calm your body, to calm your mind, to match the movement with the breath. So we'll practice a few rounds of the Ujjayi breath, the victorious breath. And then you can be mindful and come back to that type of breath each time you enter a pose or a shape that might be a little bit challenging for you. So close your lips and inhale deeply through your nose and exhale through your nose. Your lips are closed, your inhale and exhale is very audible, so if you're in a class, your neighbor would hear that breathing sound. Again, as I've mentioned earlier, it sounds like a wave crashing on the ocean shore. And you could almost imagine if you had a mirror in front of you, you'd be fogging up the mirror with your breath. So a deep, hypnotic inhale and exhale. The Ujjayi breath, very comforting, very, very loud, but very soft at the same time. Once you meditate on the breath, it becomes a little bit more natural, almost like your everyday breath. As you breathe in this Ujjayi type breath, call to mind, if it's part of your practice, your intention. Let it be something larger than yourself or someone or something who needs your gratitude today, who needs your love and compassion. And just remember your intention as you practice. Keep it in mind, honor it as you move. Allow the breath, if you've been practicing the Ujjayi breath, to return to a more simple breath, a more normal inhale and exhale, a gentler breath, still nurturing the body, still aware of the breath, but a little softer, a little bit more seamless. Open your eyes very gently if your gaze was closed, and begin to hear the sounds in the room, whatever room you're practicing in. Feel the air on your face, and just arrive in the present moment, ready to practice, ready to move a little bit. Bow your chin to your chest. Move your hands in front of your heart center in prayer hands, and begin to open your hands as you lift your chin. Very gently moving the back of the neck, lifting and lowering. Always very, very gentle when you're awakening the muscles in the neck, when you're relieving tension. Keep your chin lower to your chest. Release your palms to your thighs. And just draw a circle to the right and a circle to the left. Again, very slow, very gentle. Awakening a different area of your neck. Come back to center. Move your chin up to a more upright position. And turn your ear to the right shoulder. Back to center, and turn your ear to the left shoulder, and back to center. And one more time to the right, center, and back to the left, and center. Exhale and round the spine. Feel the shoulders separate, bow the chin, and inhale and lift the chest. Squeeze the shoulder blades back together. Let your chin rise, your tailbone drop. As you move into your seated cat dog, inhaling and exhaling, warming the vertebrae, warming the spine, keeping the back muscles fluid and loose. Inhale and exhale. Return to a neutral spine. And let your shoulders shrug up to your ears and release down. Up to your ears and release down by your center body. And this time when you inhale up to your ears, let them slide down your back. And again, inhale up to your ears and slide down your back. Let them come up to your ears, your shoulders, and let them circle forward. It's okay if you move your hands on your thighs. It's a little bit easier for the range of motion. And one more time, up and around. Come back to center, check in with the breath. A very gentle inhale, very gentle exhale. And extend to your left arm. Let your right arm bend at the elbow and move it across your chest, giving your left arm a nice stretch. Inhale and exhale, release and change arms. So your right arm extends, your left arm bends at the elbow. And inhale and exhale. Release, check in with the breath. And circle your arms overhead, circling the sun, prayer hands down to your heart center. Inhale towards the sky. Gather up all the love and compassion that the universe has to offer you and send it down to your heart center. And one more time, how much love and compassion do you have within you today that you can share with those who are in need? And send it down to your heart center. Inhale and exhale. Place your hands crisscross over your heart. Connect with the breath. Inhale and exhale. Feel your heartbeat Feel the gentle vibration that you are creating with your breath. And then interlace your fingers in front of you. Flip your palms and extend your arms out long in front, feeling a stretch in the biceps and the triceps and the forearms. Inhale your arms, still crisscross fingers overhead. Extend your spine and your waist. Inhale and exhale. And then allow your arms to float down by your side. Gently crisscrossing again in front of your heart so that you can feel your heartbeat. Feel your breath. Feel the energy pulsating through your body. Crisscross your fingers, extend, flip your palms. Let your arms stretch out in front of you. Reach up towards the sky. Extend, lengthen. Find a gentle gaze towards the heavens. And then release your fingers. Let your arms float down by your side. Crisscross your palms in front of your heart. And feel the gentle breath. Feel your heartbeat. Inhale and exhale. Crisscross your fingers and place your crisscrossed fingers around the base of your head. Open your elbows, lengthen the spine, and then as you close your elbows, just round, tuck the chin in, and move the back, creating a lymph flow in your upper extremities. Inhale and exhale and close. Also massaging the back of the neck, inhaling and exhaling. And one more time. Elbows meet and join together. And then they open as you lift the chest. Release the palms to your lap. Inhale and exhale. Find the breath. Find a gentleness and grace within your body. And then inhale your right arm on an angle. Return to your thigh and your left arm. Your right arm reaches down and your left arm reaches down. It's a brain teaser. You're crisscrossing, you're lengthening and stretching, activating all the muscles in the body. Beginning to wind up your practice just a little bit in a seated position, in a comfortable position. So one more time, right arm stretches on an angle, left arm stretches on an angle. Release to the lap, the thighs, and reach down with the right arm, and reach down with the left arm. If you're on a block or a bolster or a blanket, you might want to just move them out of the way now, as we create some activity in our legs. So hold on to your bottom of your chair and just march in place, moving your leg from left to right, creating a little activity in your legs, a little movement. And then come to a stillness. For those of you who are short, you may need to move up a little bit and lift your heel, lower your heel. Inhale your toes up, down, and your heel. You're just alternating from toes to heel, feeling a different movement in your calves, in your shins, all the bones of your feet. Inhaling and exhaling. And we'll do the opposite foot. Inhale the heel and the toes. Noticing the difference from right to left. And then move both heels up on your inhale, down, and your toes up. Noticing again the difference when both feet are activated and moving in the same way. Come to a stillness. Maybe scoot your buttocks back a little bit on the chair. Place your palms on your lap and just notice and feel again the breath. Become aware of the breath that's moving through your body. Returning at any time to the Ujjayi breath when you feel that a pose or a movement is a little bit challenging for you. Bend your right elbow and lean to the right, straightening your left arm as much as possible and leaning to the right as much as is possible. Come back up and do the same on the opposite side. Bending your left elbow, straightening your right arm, and coming back up. And one more time, right elbow is bent, tipping over to the right. And left elbow is bent, tipping over to the left. Come back up to a neutral spine. Inhale your arms overhead, interlacing your fingers except for your index fingers. Try and keep those pointed to temple hands. And this time, tip over to the right, gaze under your left shoulder. As you move into your seated half moon, lift, extend the spine, and move over to the left. Gaze under your right shoulder. One more time to the right. Center, extend the spine. And if this is uncomfortable for you for whatever reason, you can move your hands to your waist and still tip to the right. Just gaze out of the corners of your eyes to the left. And then tip to the left. Gaze out of the corners of your eyes to the right. Rise to center. Place the palms on your lap. Notice, feel, and observe. Just watch each movement. Be a witness. And then inhale your arms overhead as you allow the body to twist to the right. Hold on to your right thigh with your left hand. Find a place on the side of the chair or the back of the chair. Gaze over your right shoulder and try not to move in any way that compromises the body. Just inhale and exhale, lengthening the spine on your inhale, twisting just a little bit more on your exhale. Allow the body and the arms to return to center. Reach up, lengthen the spine as you twist to the left. And we'll do the same thing on the left side. Right hand holds left thigh. Left hand finds a place on the chair. Twist and gaze over your left shoulder, lengthening the spine, gazing over your left shoulder. Trying not to compromise the body, compromise the move. Just stay in a place that feels comfortable. Don't force the move. And inhale, come back to center. Pause. Check in with the breath. As you widen the legs, come into a seated goddess. The tips of your toes are turning out to the sides of the room. Your legs are separated. And in this seated goddess, all the pressure comes off of your legs because you're seated. So you can still engage the inner thighs, the outer thighs. And then begin to spin the belly. Turn the chest forward and to the right, to the back, and to the left. Small circles, engaging the belly, involving the chin, the head, the neck, whatever you feel is comfortable for your body today. And when you come back to center, just spin the belly in the opposite direction. Back, right, forward, and left. And one more time around. Letting the shoulders help you move and coming back to center. Letting the spine be straight. Lifting the arms, interlacing them around the base of your head, touching lightly, and tipping to the right with your goddess legs, and tip to the left. Back up to center, and one more time, tip to the right, and tip to the left. Release the palms of your hands on your thighs. Engage the belly, tuck the chin. Just pause for a moment. Find the breath. And then inhale your arms as if you're hugging a tree or hugging a beach ball. Palms facing each other. Back is rounded just a little bit, and notice and feel all the energy that you're creating from your practice. And then flip your hands so that your palms are facing the sky. Bend at the elbows. Erect the spine and pull that energy in towards your heart center. Inhale and round the back, finding energy, hug the tree or the beach ball. Flip the palms and let all that energy come back into your heart center as you straighten the spine. And one more time, round the arms, palms face each other. Notice and feel, and then flip the palms, facing towards the sky, and move that energy right back into your heart center. Let your hands float down on your thighs as you heel toe your feet back into the center. Find comfort on your chair. Just pause for a moment. And then allow your arms to crisscross, almost in genie arms, and twist to the right. Your gaze follows your arms, and back to the center, and twist to the left, and back to the center. And one more time to the right, feeling all the muscles in your waist move and stir, massaging the internal organs. And this time when you move to the right, let your left arm lift and straighten. Crisscross at the elbow, come back to the center, and release your right arm. Allow it to straighten. Massaging the ascending colon as you move to the right. And back to center. And then massaging the descending colon as you move to the left. Come back to center and just pause and rest for a moment. Find the breath, a gentle inhale and exhale. Move your arms into a W shape, palms facing the front of the room, elbows tucked in towards the ribs. And then extend and feel your back round as your chin drops just a little bit. Feeling the range of motion in the shoulders as you inhale and exhale. Inhaling and exhale, creating a rhythm. And then release your palms right to your lap, noticing, feeling, watching. Interlace your fingers behind your right knee as you lift the foot. Let your hands help you lift the foot. And then extend your leg long. Keep your toes flexed and bend your knee. Extend your leg long, flex your toes, and bend your knee, creating a range of motion in the legs, waking up the leg muscles. And on your next inhale, keep the leg extended, hold tightly behind the knee, and just flex and point, and flex and point. Feeling the entire leg awaken. And then bend. Come back in, keep the foot hovered a moment, and lower to the ground. Release and notice and feel. The right leg should feel a little bit more active at this moment than the left leg, but we'll move the left leg as well. So interlace your fingers behind the left knee, lift your foot, hover your knee, and then extend your left leg long, flexed toes. Bend your knee into the center of your body and then lengthen your leg. Keep your toes flexed. And one more time, lift, pressing into the back of your knee and lengthen. And flex and point. Feeling your hamstrings, your calves, your shins all activate. This simple point and flex. And then bend your knee, hover above the earth, and then lower to the mat. And just feel and notice that stretch in your leg, that movement in your thighs, in your hips, activating all the muscles as you breathe softly, as you breathe gently. Inhale and exhale. And one more time, inhale and exhale. And then find your blocks. Hold them on the medium side, which is this side here, and hold them tightly alongside your body. And on your inhale, let them come up towards the sky. Lengthen the spine, just hold the breath. We'll hold the blocks for a moment and then take a small inhale and exhale. And then lower steadily, softly and slowly the blocks to your side. Inhale and exhale. And on your next inhale, raise the blocks towards the sky. Inhale and exhale. And then lower them slowly. You can even count silently, quietly to yourself if that's more productive. And lower them by your side. And one more time on the in-breath, raise the blocks towards the sky. Straighten the arms, lengthen the spine, the torso. And then lower your chin, the blocks to the side of your body. Hold the blocks for a moment, squeeze them in, and then release them. Position yourself in the chair and just begin to walk in place. Move your buttocks right to left. And come to stillness and squeeze your buttocks in tight and release. Holding onto the edge of the chair, squeeze them in tightly, feel the movement, and then release. And one more time, tighten the buttocks and release. We'll find some chairs, some movement with the chair as a balance. Before that, let's practice getting up and down from the chair. So if your feet, for whatever reason, were still on blocks or a blanket or a bolster, just remove them, let them touch the earth, and move your buttocks up a little bit. Plant the soles of your feet into the earth. Extend your arms. Ground your feet into the earth. Push your feet into the earth, and then just rise. Let your hands come down by your side, and you're in a standing mountain pose just for a moment. Find the tips of the chair, bend your knees, and set yourself down. Just inhale and exhale. Plant the soles of your feet into the earth. Extend your arms long, and as you press, rise up with bent knees, and then extend the spine. Release your arms by your side body and find a standing mountain pose. And find the ends of your chair, the tip of the front of your chair with your fingertips, and set yourself down. And one more time we'll rise before we move to the back of our chair. So extend your arms long. Press the soles of your feet into the earth and make this your best rise from the chair. Press your feet in, lift and lengthen. Release your arms by your side. Engage your belly. Soften your gaze and find your standing mountain pose. Bend your knees, find one of your blocks, and move to the back of your chair. I'll turn my chair so that on this video you can see me a little bit better, a little bit more clearer. Place your block on the low side underneath your left foot. Hold onto the chair for support and place your left foot on the block so your right foot just dangles. Let it move forward and back, finding the balance, finding a soft gaze in front of you. And if you'd like, you can hold onto the chair with your right arm and just hold onto your waist with the left. Come to stillness. Just notice that when you rise on the block, how your foot dangles, how your balance is involved. And then find your tree pose. You can begin on the ankle and stay right here if that's comfortable for you. Or you can guide the sole of your foot up towards your inner thigh, just not on your knee. Whichever position that you chose for your tree pose, let your branches grow. Extend your left arm. Gaze forward. Try and keep your hips square to the front of the room. And find the breath. And remember, it's okay to be down here, knee turned out, branches rise. Gaze forward. Inhale and exhale. Let your left hand lower to the chair. Your knee turns in. Come off the block. Just move it out of the way for a little bit. Walk back 1 or 2 steps. Release from the chair and circle your knees in one direction and circle them in the opposite direction. Just creating a little bit of a movement. Move your block over to the right side. Hold on to the top of the chair and place your right foot in a comfortable position on top of the right block. When you're ready, when you found your position, lift and let your left foot balance and move forward and back. Your right foot is planted into the block. Your gaze is soft. You're holding onto the chair, and if you'd like, you can just give it a try with one hand. Pausing, engaging the belly, tucking the chin slightly, and a soft gaze in front of you. Bend and find your shape for the tree pose. On your ankle, or gently slide the sole of your foot up to your thigh, just not on your knee. Turn your left knee out. Hold onto the chair, and then let your branches grow. Raise your right arm, engage the belly, gaze forward. Right foot planted into the block. Inhaling and exhaling. Allow your right arm to drop, your left knee to turn forward. Just let it move back and forward just a bit. And then release from the block. Just push the block out of the way. Release from the chair. Bend your knees. Keep your head above your heart and turn your knees in one direction and turn them in the opposite direction. Come up to center. Hold on to the back of your chair. Turn your right foot towards the front of the room and step your left foot back on a 45-degree angle. When you found the space that's comfortable for your body, and remember, everybody's shape and size is different, so everyone will look different. Bend your right knee when you found your comfortable shape. Hold on to the chair with your left hand, square your hips, gaze forward. And you moved into your Warrior One pose. You can extend your right arm alongside your ear. You can extend it forward like an airplane on your waist or even on your heart. Find a shape that suits your body, that feels comfortable. Keep your right knee in line with your ankle. Your back foot, the outer edges of your left foot pressed into the earth. And just breathe. Gaze back, creating a little bit of a back bend. And inhale and exhale. Creating strength, creating character, muscle, and creating bone. All in your Warrior One pose. Release your right arm to the back of the chair. Move your left leg back just a little bit. Still keep the forward knee bent, knee in line with the ankle. And this time, open up into your Warrior Two. Gaze over your middle front finger. Let your lower extremities ground into the earth. Your upper extremities reach and lift towards the sky. Inhale and exhale. Hold on to the chair if there's any balance issues, and then flip your palm. Release your knee. Gather up towards the sky. Just give your body a break. Flip your palm again and release. Gaze over your front fingers, your middle finger. Flip your palm, straighten your leg, and give yourself and your body a little bit of break. And then one more time, move into the full expression of the Warrior Two pose. Engage your belly, lift your upper extremities, sink your lower extremities into the earth just a little bit more, and breathe. Release your hands to the top of the chair, heel toe your feet together. Just step back a little bit, release from the top of the chair, find your knees, head in line with the heart, and circle your knees in one direction and circle them in the opposite direction. Straighten the body, find the top of the chair, extend your left foot towards the back of the room, your right foot on a 45-degree angle, and when you found your shape that suits your body, bend your forward knee. Bend into the ankle, keep your knee in line with the ankle. Square your hips and extend your arm towards the sky. Extend your arm as an airplane. Extend your arm in front of you to the waist or even to the heart. Find what shape works best for your body in this version of Warrior One. Allow yourself to build bone in your warrior pose. Allow yourself to create muscle and feel victorious. Release your arms, find the back of the chair. As you move into your Warrior Two, you may need to separate your legs a little bit further. Press the left foot back. Press the right foot back. Keep the left foot bent, the left knee. And when you're ready, extend and lengthen across the heart center. Gaze over your left middle finger. Hold onto the chair for balance if you'd like. Inhale and exhale. Your upper extremities reaching towards the sky. Your lower half of your body sinking and grounding, knee in line with the ankle. Flip your palm, give your body a break, straighten your forward leg, and just reach back. And then bend, palm facing down towards the earth. Gaze over your middle finger and find the breath. And one more time, flip the palm, straighten the forward leg, and reach back. Bend the forward leg, palm towards the earth, gaze over the middle finger. Let both hands find the top of the chair. Heel toe your feet together. Walk your feet back, straighten your arms, and find a modified down dog. Your arms are straight, your head is in between your shoulders, your neck is long in line with your spine. Inhale and exhale. Holding onto the chair for support, engaging the belly, feet planted into the earth. And then walk your feet up just a little bit. See if you can straighten your arms, engage the belly, and find your version of a supported plank pose. Inhaling and exhaling, gazing down at Mother Earth. And then come back up. Slowly walk to the back of the chair. Release from the chair. Bend your knees, circle the knees in one direction, keeping head in line with the heart, and circle in the opposite direction. Straighten the legs, and you'll come around to the front of your chair. I'll just turn my chair again to face the camera. Come around to the front of the chair, and we'll sit again. So extend your arms long in front of you, release them by your side, find your standing mountain. And then find the tips of your chair and come down and relax and breathe. And find that gentle breath that we began our practice with. Check in with your seated mountain. Make fists if necessary. separate your knees and find your place of comfort. Inhaling and exhaling. Place your hands around the outer edges of your knee. Find comfort on your chair. Squeeze your knee in towards your belly. This is a seated Pavana Muktasana, knee to chest pose. It massages the internal organs, in this case, the ascending colon again. So on your exhale, squeeze the knee into your chest, and on your inhale, release. Exhale and squeeze the knee into your chest. And inhale and release. One more time. Exhale it in, squeeze it in tight, press into your knee, and inhale and release. And on your release, circle the ankle in one direction and circle the ankle in opposite direction. Squeeze the knee into the chest and very slowly, mindfully, release the right foot to the earth. And we'll do the same thing on the left leg. So begin by bending your knee, lifting your foot off the earth, interlacing your fingers right underneath your left knee and squeezing that left knee into your belly, massaging the descending colon. On your inhale, release. And on your exhale, squeeze in towards the belly. Inhale, release. And squeeze in just a little bit tighter on your exhale. On your inhale, release. And circle the ankle in one direction. And circle the ankle in the opposite direction. Inhale again. And then let your knee slowly, mindfully release to the earth. Both feet are on the earth. Palms are on your thighs. Inhale and exhale, bringing attention to the breath. That seamless, gentle breath floating through your body. Find one of your blocks and place it on the high side in front of you. And this is the high side. See if you could come up to the edge of your chair and straighten your legs just a little bit and place your hands on the top of the block. Pressing into the block, keeping your head in line with your heart, and move into your forward fold. Turning inward, finding the breath, winding your practice down. Inhaling and exhaling. Slowly come up, bend at the knees, release your block to the side. Find comfort in your chair and lift your right knee. Bend it over your left thigh. Flex your right foot and press down on your right knee with your right hand. And begin to open the hips, inhaling and exhaling. If you'd like to put a little bit more pressure or a little bit more opening on the hip joints, you can lean forward ever so gently. Feeling the stretch, feeling the range of motion in the hips and the thighs. And then release. Come back up to your straight spine. Gently place the right leg on the earth. And as you do, bend the left leg. Sole of your left foot flexed, hand on your left knee. And feel the stretch, noticing the difference from side to side in your seated pigeon pose. Placing a little bit more weight, tipping the body forward if you'd like. Not required, only if you'd like. And then coming back. Straightening the spine again, and slowly and mindfully and carefully releasing the left foot to the earth. Finding comfort in your chair, finding your blanket and opening it, placing it around your neck as you move into your final pose, your seated Shavasana. The blanket acts as a cushion. It helps support you. It helps your body release. When you're in a class, your teacher will do this, but if you'd like, you can take your lavender or whatever kind of essential oils that you have around your house that you like. Place a drop of it on a tissue. And then place that tissue alongside your blanket. Find comfort. You may want to put your block or your mat, or if you have, or I should say your block or your bolster. If you have an extra blanket, you can place that underneath your feet too. And just sit in stillness. Soften the gaze and the eyes. And allow all the energy from your practice, all the breathing, all the movements, all the shapes that you have created to integrate now. Find peace. Allow your body to melt into the chair and find comfort. Find the grace that is within each of you as you settle. Nowhere to be, no place to go. A time of relaxing and letting go. Stay in your Shavasana for as long as you'd like. And when you're ready to release, open the gaze in your eyes. And again, hear the music, feel the air on your face, hear the sounds in the room, and hear the sound of your own heartbeat. Find movement in your fingers and your toes. And move your hands to prayer hands in front of your heart. Bow your chin. Find grace. Find happiness and peace. Remember your intention if you set one at the beginning of the practice as a present truth now. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May you find peace as you walk this earth all the days of your life. Namaste, my friends.